guys, so I originally did an intro for this video, but while I was trying to download the clips to my laptop and then deleting the ones I didn't need, I accidentally deleted the intro I had made on Jame the Civic. So basically a quick rundown is me and James have known each other for a long time. He lived a few houses down from me, and I saw that he had a Civic, so I went over, introduced myself, told him if he needed help with Hondas. I was kind of familiar with them as I worked on them as well, and not knowing he actually had worked on them too. So because we weren't too far from each other, we ended up just wrenching on Hondas together. We start off basically with simple builds, nothing too crazy in Hondas, and now we got to where we're at today, building what I would consider some high horsepower Hondas. So in this video, you're gonna see us put together his Civic. It was on the dyno in the past, probably a few months ago. That made 956 to the wheel. 956 horsepower to the wheel. And the reason we pulled the motor out, or he pulled the motor out, was because he thought an oil pump had went bad. What it ended up being was the cam gear, because he has adjustable cam gears. Ended up being that the intake cam gear bolts came loose, and the cam gear was moving a whole lot. It was advancing, and then at a certain point it would retard all the way, and then it would advance again all the way, and then retard all the way, which ended up making a really loud clicking noise that we ended up thinking it was. That's why we thought the oil pump had broke or something, because of the loud clicking noise. So after finding out it was a cam gear, he put the motor back together, and in this clips here you'll see us putting the motor back in the car and basically getting it back into running point. Our intentions were to get the car running that night, but because we're assuming because of the issue on the dyno, the computer, he's on AM Infinity, and we're guessing because the AM Infinity picked up an issue with the motor, it put the car into limp mode. Unfortunately, we're still not too familiar on how Infinity works, so we're waiting on our tuner to swing by his house and hopefully help us troubleshoot the electrical issue or the computer issue, I should say, of why it's not letting us turn the car on. So, like I said, unfortunately, we weren't able to get it to turn on that night. But I'm happy that we caught the fuel issue, which was an injector. Injector O-rings were bad. So we replaced those, so the car should be ready to turn on once we figure out the limp mode reason of why it's not letting us turn it on. And it's still on the 956 horsepower tune, which it could stay there because the car is already tuned for it. And now just basically take it to the track. So with that all said, let's get to these clips of the motor being installed. Alright, so we already got the trans. We just got the trans on. Just seems like we just did just a trans, but we had an issue trying to get it on. We got that on. It's already on the cherry picker and should be ready to go to put in our house. So I'm gonna set this down and we'll get to this bad boy here. Make sure we got it in a good spot. And let's get it. Alright, so there we got it. Got the motor in. Now all we gotta do is put the rest of it together. You got hook up the whole wire harness and of course turbo kit and turn it back on. So I think now that we got this far, we could get this knocked out pretty fast. I think this is the hardest part, is putting this motor in. Other than that, we should be getting this ball rolling pretty fast here. Which one? Just like that. We got 95% of it on. Just gonna do this one axle. Go get some gas. See if the battery's charged, and oh, put water in it too. And fluids too. Small stuff. And it should be ready to go.
Ready to take a nap.
Well, this boy's down here all asleep. Look at this. Or we can't get no work done. But it's getting there. It's 12:30 at night. I think we started like at 7 p.m.
8 o'clock.
Oh, I mean, from going from nothing to this in a few hours, I'd say it's not too shabby. But we'll be back to you when we get it turned on. Trying to get that done tonight. We're this close already.
About 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, it's out for about 3 to 6 months, but it's getting there now. So y'all boys and girls better be ready for this V8 killer. For this V8 killer on the streets. Alright guys. So we put fluid in the car. Sorry for the very, very bad. Sorry for the very, very bad videoing. Nighttime. Took it out of the garage so it wouldn't be loud inside the house. About to turn on the power. Let's see if it starts up. Does it work? Like it plugs in?
Yeah.
That thing came with a sub harness already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, CD5 is on.
Yo, crank it.
Crank it. We got crank, so that's good. Fuel. Let me see if we got any leaks over here. We gotta get fuel to the injectors anyways. Cause you got no fuel injectors into the injectors. Oh, hold on, we got a leak. You got a leak on an injector 1. Big time leak too. Alright, well let me fix his injector and then we'll try it again. But at least we found that out right away. Alright, so now that we saw, you know, me and James put the motor in his car, get the car back together, running. There's some bonus clips at the end that will be coming on after this of Isaac's Civic taking down some V8s in Mexico. In the streets of Mexico. So hope y'all enjoy that, and remember to like and subscribe. Thanks. 1, 2, 3.